Victor.
So
Fancy seeing you in Montreal.
that's right.
Why are you in Montreal?
I'm in Montreal. Do I look at the camera? What do I look at?
You just look at me.
I just look at you.
Well, we just started a conversation with these interlopers here. But maybe they're listeners like you, Victor, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of listening last night at activity
Activity in the
in the pub? Well, I guess this is activity in the park now.
Yeah. Well, I arrived 2 hours late. I was on time.
No, you weren't.
I was on time at the location in my car, which meant I had to find parking in the worst spot in the city.
It's on time in a fantasy world where Old Port was a Walmart car park.
Yeah. So I spent like an hour and a half finding parking. And then I was like so done that I was like, I'm just going to go park at Page's Place.
Yeah. Which is like 20 minutes bike away.
10.
I could see because we have our locations shared on Google Maps. Could see them coming down. I'm like, this is not going to go well. So we did activity in the pub, and I think it went pretty well. Like, good turnout.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Did you talk about cheese?
I did not talk about cheese.
Okay. What did you talk about?
Mostly programming. It was interesting, like getting asked all those questions about the thing that we've built and like the challenges. And I think like you could tell some people like actually watched our podcast or maybe talked to them. Because like somebody was like, oh, so you actually fixed the indexing issue with Google.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And I explained like how everything that we tried, and what ended up fixing it was just updating the fucking library.
Yeah, that's a little update there, everyone. The cause of that was a masked error related to Google bots.
It's
in a library.
It was an error that was long, like really long ongoing on the library that we're using for like the framework that we're using to run the website. Like I think it's probably one of the top commented like issue on the library.
Yeah, right. Would be.
When the issue happens, you don't know what it is. You're just like, for some reason, like Google has trouble with your website and it's impossible to debug.
Do you want to look at Google Search Console on your phone and have a look to just give a quick update today? Like, where are we at?
I mean, it's going really well. Oh, and the average position is going up.
Wow. Yeah. It's like, and then it skyrockets.
It's kind of like the stock market. Like you go, oh, COVID happened there. And COVID was when we had the indexing issues. And then we're back on track.
It's been really nice. We got suggestions from people, but they were in the kind of category of the things that we've been trying where it's like, oh, well, you know, it's good to have this tag, you know, on the site. It's these things where you're like, for sure it couldn't hurt, but it can't be that. We got those and it's always good to implement them, right? Like nothing, like it doesn't hurt. What I'm hoping is that because we did so much best practice stuff trying to get Google to work is that now it's like, now we're really optimized.
Yeah. Now we know, like we won't get fooled again until Google changes their algorithm again.
Yeah, the other thing that was like really cool last night was how many people came along and were doing Fediverse projects that, and not in a kind of like, oh, it's cool that everyone's working on it, being like, oh, I use that, and just being like, man, there's so many people in Montreal working on this stuff, doing things that I didn't even realize were based here. So the kilogram.makeup for like .makeup guy, Evan, obviously was there, as was Christine, who is living in Montreal over the summer at least. There were the club guy, Philippe.
Club guy.
Yeah. There was...
Patatri guy.
Oh, yeah.
Patatri.
There were a few people who had like their own kind of instances that they were hosting out of their house, you know, using old machines and stuff. That was really cool. And it basically just like everyone that was there was like really legit, you know, like doing real things, bringing a lot to the table. So it was like impressive. It was a really impressive group of people. So that was cool.
Yeah, it's like Activity Pub is really nerdy, but it's also like very tangible, the things that you do with it.
Yeah.
Like it's immediately kind of useful. So it's just really fun.
So meeting new people.
Yeah.
Was it okay this time?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I think I was just going to buy the state of mind maybe when we recorded the episode.
Mm-hmm. I think what I'd like to do is run activity in the pub. And I was thinking we could have an activity in the park, alternative version, and do them in Montreal every like 3 months. We'll like stagger them. It'll be in the park when it's like probably going to be a good season for it. And then in the pub during winter.
So it's like the Olympics.
Yeah, it was the summer and the winter Olympics. Yeah, exactly. And because I think it is like, if anything, last night, I felt like there was a lot of pent up demand for something like this. People were really happy that like there was an opportunity to like meet face to face with people. And ideally, everyone actually kind of gets familiar and to know each other, because it's nice to have like comrades and friends, right? But also, people might end up working together on stuff, like two minds, coming together to like figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like the Fediverse is still so new that any kind of interaction people have together is potential for something great to come out of it.
Well, yeah, as I said a bunch of times, there's so many things to build, right? Like so many problems to solve. Like how do content creators get paid? One of the things last night was on closed social networks like walled gardens, how do we pipe stuff out? How do we get around the walls? So there was talk of like distributing Raspberry Pis to people's houses in a kind of network.
It's just like a botnet of people scraping Twitter.
Yeah, which I was like, that's great. This is a sort of place where you're like, there's a whole table of people here who would be happy to have a Raspberry Pi in their house to participate in that and making that happen. Yeah. Then we've got FediCon in Vancouver. A lot of big names there as well. Also in Canada, which is interesting.
Yes.
What do you think's going on there?
Honestly, I think it's probably just luck. Or Canada as a country, like brings in people that would be more likely to be interested in this kind of like technology.
And something that I'm like increasingly interested in is the idea of the government here helping on some of this stuff, because like FediHost is like our business is international and stuff, but obviously we are in Canada, and in Canada at the moment is engaged in a trade war with the US. And so the government is trying to figure out how to do something for Canada's economy, And it's like, we could build oil pipeline, we could build housing, But I kind of fantasize about if they spent just 0.001% of that money on like fostering the ecosystem, the open source ecosystem around the Fediverse, it'd just be world changing, Like the amount of mileage that the Fediverse has gotten out of a $50,000 grant, like what Mastodon has done on the money that it has is just crazy. So it would be pretty easy for an industry to be born here if this protocol and these like social web protocols end up becoming the next internet. There's going to be so many businesses and services and everything built around them, and I feel like we've already got the kind of spark going, just seeing it last night, being like, wow, yeah, like way higher per capita number of players.
Having Canada be kind of like the hub, activity pub.
And if like Canada's constantly wanting to define what it is compared to the US, being like, we're doing open internet thing, you guys did Silicon Valley. It seems like a good fit. You're looking around at the rain going like,
yeah, I'm hearing it.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
They're big rainy.
Yeah.
I mean, we got nature's umbrella.
One thing we had these kind of little tags, and you could, when you come in, you could write like what you want to talk about, and stick it. Didn't really work too well. Some people did it. Most people would be like, let's talk about, and they'd be like, anything. And it's just like,
some people use them as like name tags.
Let's talk about Victor.
It's all about me.
Before the event, we were like, oh, should we set up a blog post or whatever? And I was like, let's just like do it, see what it's like. And then we can talk about the sort of next steps for it. But we will set up a page on the FediHost website where you can download resources and stuff. Over time, maybe we'll have like a calendar and people can register where their activity in the pubs are going to be. We're just going to kind of iterate it. Each time we do one, we'll create a few new things, that might be useful for people. We'll put them up there. We'll eventually, hopefully, there'll be a kind of a way for people all around the world to have their own, hangouts, and not have to do the stuff that everyone would have to spend 2 days making these things.
It's like everybody can do their own activity in the pub in their own city.
Yeah.
And then if we do activity in the park, we can like cross out pub or like park.
Yeah, exactly. So you can download activity in the pub, activity in the park. I'll do an A4 size for my metric brothers and sisters. This is letter, because North America has a weird paper size. I guess you didn't know that. It was very confusing. When I first moved here, I was doing graphic design for this company, and the paper formats, like letter to me, I thought was like envelope.
No.
So I was, hitting Control P and it was like saying like refill letter. And I'm like, why does it want envelopes? And I was putting envelopes into the slot trying to get it to the print queue and stuff.
Refill letter size paper. I still get it wrong. I never know. Like whenever you're doing something, it's like, do you want letter or the A4? And you're like, what's the difference?
It's an 8.5 by 11 inches or whatever.
8.5 is letter.
Yeah. Okay. So now that the rain has started, Victor, let's transition to another topic.
Okay. Did you know that the rain smell, like the human nose, is like 100 times like better than a nose dog at picking up that specific smell?
I mean, like when I smell rain, like what I usually smell is like asphalt being evaporated,
That specific rain smell that we're smelling right now, like the human nose is like very good at picking it up.
Detecting rain.
Yeah, because of it's the water smell. So when you're looking for water, you need to be able to smell it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we spent the first half of the year, we've got 3 products launched, like 3 services are launched. We've fixed our search bugs.
Yeah.
And we put a lot of time into kind of polishing stuff. At the moment, we're reworking the services pages. So they're kind of a one-stop shop for people wanting to like from A to Z, Mastodon. Like what is Mastodon? Learn how to get started on it. And then if they want to start an instance, learn how to do that.
Then kind of showcase what our platform is I think when people look for like managed hosting, but at least on our website, they don't really know what we offer versus other providers.
Yeah.
And we put like a lot of time into making sure it's as self-serve as possible. Some managed hosting, you have to email them if you want to change an environment variable. We really try to make it so that anything you would want to change on your instance, you can do it. We don't say that anywhere on the website. So just being able to show people, look, this is everything you can do, then I think it's a lot more value for people to be like, that's the platform I want to use.
Yeah, like as an example, GoToSocial has user signups configured as an END variable.
Yeah.
And so when I was in there the other day screenshotting it for the new design, I was like, oh, we've got that in our control panel. I didn't realize that. That's convenient. People will be like, can I export a backup? It's like, yeah, you can. That's in a blog post, but we'll just make it clear so it's in the specs, And every time anyone asks something, we'll be like, oh, okay, we'll add that. I guess people want to know. I think we'll probably have in the next few months, a support ticketing system built into the interface. Up until now, it's been like email support.
Yeah. And then people sometimes email support, sometimes they email contact, sometimes they write a GitHub issue because we have a GitHub page where people can write issues.
It's almost like we've just been refactoring, getting everything stable, and then in the fall, we'll be moving into creating something, So that could be like adding a new service, building some new software and tooling. It's kind of the next step for us, the next phase, I guess, of the business. So it's part of the reason Victor's here today.
It's our future plans.
Want to do activity in the pub, but also we wanted to have a bit of a company, midsummer planning sesh sort of thing, and sit in a park in the rain. It does feel like magic right now that we're not wet.
I mean, we're safe. It's because we're touching wood.
Yeah, we're touching wood and only getting some little. Look, the sky's clearing up. It's going to be fine. We'll be able to get home. Yeah. Other than that, check out website for Activity in the Pub stuff coming up. Follow the Fetty Host account, or you can follow my account. You'll see if there's another Activity in the Pub. And see you out there on the Fediverse. Bye.
Bye.